Hosseini, CEO and founder of SenRa. I'm excited to demonstrate our latest product, Ginjer 2.0, which is our IoT analytics platform. In this video, I'll try to walk through the system and give you some insight on how powerful Ginjer can be, and hopefully even helpful to your business or even your development as you're playing around with devices. To get started, you'll have to launch your Chrome browser, and within Chrome you will type ginjer.io and it will take you to a sign-in page. Once you get to the sign-in page, if you've never logged in before, you can simply create a free account by clicking on the Create One link here. Once you do that, it will take you to a sign-up page. Simply enter in your name, email, and set up a password. Obviously, you'll have to agree to the terms and conditions. You can see what those terms and conditions are by clicking on this link, and then click the sign up button. Within a couple of minutes, you should receive an email into your inbox that will give you a link to verify that you have a valid email address. Once you click on that link, it will take you back to the sign-in page, and all you have to do is enter in your email and your password. So let's get started. So I've done some setup in this project already for demonstration purposes. When you all log in for your first time, you may actually see a blank screen that will tell you no projects exist. Basically what Ginjer will allow you to do is create projects that will store devices that are deployed in the field and allow you to manage those devices on a location base, be able to generate KPIs and analytical metrics to be able to have real-time insight into the health and status of your devices that are deployed for your project. Within these projects, you'll be able to have multiple solutions. For example, what you'll see today, we'll be demonstrating a parking solution, smart waste bin solution, and a few others. SenRa provides some pre-configured solutions and pre-configured devices that if you were to just buy from us, you'd be able to really just create a free account, add those devices, and start immediately getting data in real time. When you have a project inside, you will see several things going on, starting off with a dashboard. This dashboard stores public analytical KPIs, what we also call as widgets. And it will also have a private dashboard, which is only visible by you that log in, the user that logs in. These widgets are assigned to the dashboard from the analytics section. The public dashboard are common KPIs that are made visible for everyone to see, that are assigned to this project, and only administrators or project managers are able to publish widgets for everyone to see. In the second section here, you'll see a label called clusters. Clusters are basically if you look at it as an organizational structure of devices. Basically, I like to use the example as if you're deploying a smart parking project and you've got 30 different parking lots. All of the parking sensors that would be deployed in each parking lot could be organized in a way where each parking lot is its own cluster. You can do that by simply creating a new cluster by clicking on the Add New Cluster button. You'll provide the lat and long of the area of where you're deploying your devices, provide it a name, select the solution which you're deploying. Again, SenRa does offer pre-configured solutions. The system, wherever you are, if you see a green check mark, that means it's verified and pre-configured by us. Or you can add your own as an administrator, and I'll have a different video that will walk you through the setup piece. But once you choose your solution, then you click Save and it will be added into the system here. So you'll see I have already created a bunch of clusters for different things. I've got a clean bin solution, which is using 2 different clusters. Yusuf Sarai is where the SenRa headquarter office building is located, and there's a hospital not that far from us called Ames Hospital, where we've also deployed a bin sensor, a smart bin. And you'll be able to see on the map, if I go back to the map view, that these locations and the bins that are associated to them and what their statuses are. So you could see this one bin located at Ames Hospital is full, has 100% fill level, and the one located at Yusuf Sarai is about 50% full. By clicking, zooming into the map, you'll actually get a little bit more granularity on where the clusters are located. And if you want to see the devices, then you can check the device view and it will show the devices on the map. By clicking on the icon, you'll get to see the name of the cluster, the device, and the exact status of that device's readings that's sending to the network and to the analytics platform. These devices are added in the device section by simply clicking on Add Devices, defining the dev UIs, identifying which cluster you want to add the device to, providing the lat long, and choosing the network in which you plan on using. The cool thing about Ginjer is you could have, let's say, 100 devices deployed into your project. Let's say your project could be equal to a smart city project. And that municipality maybe have contracts with multiple network providers that have different devices deployed for them. Well, you can add those devices to the analytics platform and choose which network that device will be needing to communicate with. So we have SenRa network, which is a pre-configured one. I even added our partner in the US, Senate, as an alternative option to choose from. And then you can choose the key. All of this is in our administrative video that will let you see how it works and how to set that up. And then once you finish filling out all the fields and click Save, you will have the devices added to the screen. Note that these devices will not show icons or statuses until they have sent their first payload after adding to the system. So prior to receiving data, you'll see blank cards. After receiving data, you'll see these type of cards. In the analytics section, this is where you can create your widgets. Currently, we have several different options to create different kind of KPIs. And as you select one of your widget options, you can go through and fill out the appropriate fields that are associated to it. Once you finish adding your widgets, they'll be added to the pages which you create. I created a page per solution. So I've got a cold storage solution, got a waste bin, smart bin solution, I've got a parking solution, and I've got a smart water meter solution. And each of these have their own little widgets, and you can even organize the widgets by clicking on the Move widget and relocate them in the different orders that you want. Once you're done, just click Lock widget and it will save in its new order. Now, as I was mentioning earlier in the dashboard, to take a widget and pin it to the dashboard, you would simply click on the three-dot menu and choose the Pin to Dashboard option. If it's already pinned, you'll see Unpin, and then you should be good to go. If you have it published to the public dashboard, you'll first need to unpublish it, which is done in the dashboard section. And you'll find the widget you want and you'll click on Unpublish. Once that's unpublished, then you can unpin it from the dashboard from the analytics section. We also have reports where you can do data dumping at a cluster level to see how the devices are performing, and it'll be exported into a spreadsheet. And we have an alert mechanism where you can define alerts where a sensor senses a value that may not be what is expected, and then you can configure it to trigger and send emails to specific recipients informing them that this sensor has detected some anomaly. So in this scenario here, we had a cold storage customer that wanted to receive an email when their temperature of their fridge exceeded 5 degrees Celsius. And the first time it detected that reading, it wanted to send an email to the floor manager of the facility. If the floor manager did not react in time to correct the issue, then the second time it were to detect, it would send an email to the facility manager. And if the facility manager did not address the issue on the third time it detected that reading, it would then also send an email to the regional manager. By setting up these configurations, you can just create an alert. I'll click on one that I've already done. Here you'll see the alert setup section. You give it a name, you choose the solution you want, you choose the main output, which basically is the main purpose of the device. And in this device, there's a temperature probe that is installed into the refrigerator. And that's what we're using to determine if the refrigerator temperature has exceeded certain expected thresholds. And then we set those thresholds here under the condition section. So greater than 5 degrees Celsius. And if it's detected for the first time, then it needs to send an email to an appropriate list of users that are assigned to this project. So you can pick and choose who you want to receive the email, and then it will do so. Once an email gets triggered, it will also create a record in the notification section. And here you can manage your alert notifications similar to like a corrective action process where initially it will continue to track the counts of how many times this alert was triggered. And when you're ready to address the issue, you click on Acknowledge, which will then move the record into the Acknowledge Notification section. From here, once the issue is resolved, you would click on Archive, and it would be available for historical purposes later if you ever needed to refer to it. And you can see there's some already records that have been processed all the way through. So we're pretty excited about this. There's a lot more here that I'm showing you in this demo. Please take a look at our upcoming video, which is going to be the administrative part, and it'll walk you through how to actually add your own hardware, configure it, set up outputs, leveraging Java scripting, and configuring networks and so forth. I hope you enjoyed this video, and feel free to shoot us an email at support@senracode.com, and we'll make sure to get back in touch with you with any answers to any of the questions you might have. You can also contact our sales team at info@senracode.com, and someone will get in touch with you. Thank you for your time.